Welcome back to this week's Helmet Oddities. Today we're starting with this video first instead of the top 5 designs because we're waiting for our awesome, super duper special guests that are going to be in studio tomorrow. Do you have any guesses who's coming? I better not give it away. Okay, so let's start this list with a comment from Johnny something or other who pointed out one of the craziest oddities that we may see this year. Tennessee, in their big matchup against Georgia, had mismatched cam locks. If you look closely, Tennessee had some players wearing white cam locks and some players wearing black. This to us is a really crazy oddity because with the pieces of equipment, they're usually super duper consistent. But if you look closely at the cam lock, the piece that holds the bottom of the chin strap in, they were different colors. Looks like you see this mainly on special teams and defense a tad. Let's start with Devonta Smith. The Eagles wide receiver had a weird play not called on him, and we had to bring it up because it had to do with the helmet and head and neck area. On Thursday Night Football, the Commanders defense pulled on the bottom of the helmet, like the opening where you put your head into, and it wasn't called, despite the commentators and the booth thinking that it was illegal contact. It wasn't called, but it didn't matter because the Eagles prevailed and won the game. What a Thursday night matchup. Prime Football is standing by their word, and they said they're going to make Thursday Night Football more than decent lineup, and they really are, man. Thursday night games have been really enjoyable to watch. All right, next up, Odell Beckham Jr. is back wearing the OBJ mask. So I think it might have helped him too, because he had catches this week. The Dolphins wide receiver OBJ was using a Riddell speed with a CU S2BD SW face mask, and he was using an S2EG SW HS4 after switching a few games ago. So if you look at the video we did a couple of weeks ago, we're talking about how, hey, his mask is gone and he's wearing just a standard eye guard mask. Well, the chevron style is back. Next up is Kyren Williams. It's just odd that he's swapped his style. So he's wearing now a CUSF2BD HP. A few games ago, he was wearing an F7. He's made the swap to the Speed Flex. So if you follow him, keep an eye on that and let us know if you see him kind of flip-flop back and forth. Next up is Roquan Smith. The Ravens linebacker is using a Riddell Axiom with a CU Axiom W S2EG SWS face mask. He previously used an Axiom W2EG HPS face mask. These codes are just like punishment for crimes in some countries, I think. Okay, next up is Devon Achane, who removed his Guardian cap this week, and the Dolphins offense was rolling. I don't know, maybe he just needed a few weeks to feel safe again. I like the idea of having to wear these after a big head injury. It's more dangerous to get another head injury in close proximity to a first head injury. So maybe just remove the Guardian cap when you feel comfortable. And speaking of injuries, stay tuned to this channel because soon we're doing a custom helmet build, but an interview with somebody who is very knowledgeable and really plugged into the fantasy football world that can help you on your league when trying to make decisions on setting your lineup. That's coming out in a couple of days here, and the guy was just a wealth of knowledge, and it's kind of fascinating stuff. So be sure to stay tuned to future videos here, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And speaking of Guardian caps, a Guardian cap picked off your very own Patrick Mahomes. That's right. Bills Taylor Rapp has been wearing a Guardian cap, but he got the interception off Patrick Mahomes. So this really is, I think, the first time somebody wearing a Guardian cap picked off maybe arguably the best quarterback in the league. So just mentioning. And this is a nice oddity, but I like this one because it is grit. Around the league, there were wear and tears this week. There were good matchups. The Ravens and Steelers come to mind, where it's always chippy and you see the numbers are coming off the helmets and the decals are getting all beat up and there's paint exchanges and scuffs. It's cool. That's just cool, hard-hitting football. That game was all defense, as we knew, but man, it was great. So thank you for staying tuned to this and for all of the other episodes. If you haven't checked out the little things that happen each week, be sure to go check out the other episodes. Stay tuned for the top 5 helmets, which will be shot with a special guest in studio. I promise, if you are into football, maybe into the betting scene, you might know these people, but we appreciate it. If I missed something, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Till next time, cheers.